All right, fellas. The week is here. The week of the Avengers.
Avengers Assemble. Make an A. You're the middle. No, put your arm across this way. Assemble!
Wait. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Who's your favorite Avenger character?
Duh. No problem. I don't know.
Who's yours?
I'm running to see some Nighthawk because I love me some Jeremy Renner.
Alright, I like Captain America. Let's face it.
Captain
He's
America is the worst. I think we can all agree.
Oh, he's a man
Captain
out of
America is
time.
the
He's a
worst.
man out of love. A man out of
Thor would
time.
probably be. I'm looking for Robert Downey Jr. humor.
Yeah.
Some awesome Hulk action.
The Hulk,
Oh,
yeah.
man.
Hulk's gonna be awesome.
Some Scarlett Johansson boobs because
Dude.
who cares what else she does?
PG-13. You might get a
Cleavage.
You might get Areola and a shadow, but that's it. It's the most you'll get. Well, who isn't excited about this film?
Nobody.
It's already like made its money back overseas.
My mom's going to see it at midnight.
Oh my god!
That's how excited everybody is.
I didn't even know your
Crossing
mom
all
like.
bounds.
Your mom likes the Avengers. She likes Robert Downey Jr.
Or
Who
is it
doesn't?
Samuel Jackson?
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
cool.
Samuel L. Jackson hasn't even been in any of the trailers or anything.
I think we could just keep him out of the movie and I'd be alright with
He's
it.
been in the trailers.
Not that much. I mean.
Well, I mean, he's only been in the movies at the very end, at the end of the credits, really.
So what does it look like? That's true. What does it look like to you guys? It looks like they got to get together, form a team, get the Hulk involved, and they fight Loki, right?
I've seen a lot of stuff with them fighting each other.
Yeah, I know.
It's a lot of them fighting each other, which is weird.
I'm really curious on what gets Thor back. So I'm wondering if the first third might be dedicated to getting Thor back, or trying to find something, or like
I didn't even think about
assembling.
that.
And then I'm wondering if the second half would be them finding out about Loki, and then the last third would probably be them.
It's a good 2.5 hours, so there's plenty of time for all that.
It looks awesome, and I like the marketing they've done. I like how they've been doing interviews with Josh Whedon. Like in places he doesn't usually get interviewed and stuff. And
yeah, CBS had a big one that they posted today.
My
That
boss,
was good.
my boss saw it, and she thought it was funny that they asked him like, was it hard working with Robert Downey Jr.? And Josh Whedon was like, no, I kind of give him some lines and then he improvs. It's not that bad. It's like, that's a good answer.
Or they were asking about the stars, and he's like, they haven't had this many stars in one movie since like a 70s.
Since that New York movie,
Since
or the
Ocean's 13.
Yeah.
Since the New Year's Eve movie and the Valentine's Day movie.
Those don't count.
And the Christmas one.
Yeah.
And the President's Day one that's coming out. Have you seen that?
Can you guys focus?
No,
Can you focus? We got a big movie.
I'll have to look that
We got a lot of stuff to talk about here.
Alright. So.
I want to know, this is a medical question, but can you have a boner for 2.5 hours without injury?
It's under 4, so yes.
Okay. Alright, so that's good. What if they have the Dark Knight trailer on the front, though? It's Spider-Man.
I'll be walking out. Still holding strong.
So they do, by the way, have the Dark Knight.
I will be walking out.
The new one came out.
Trailer.
A newest trailer came out today.
I saw that.
We'll be in front of the
I was
Avengers.
thinking about the 2 months that it's going to be hard to avoid anything now.
It is going to be hard.
Let me just say, I've been pretty disappointed with the Batman trailers. Just FYI.
Barry's going to leave, dude.
Well, that's all I'm going to say.
It.
That's all I'm going to say.
Okay.
I'm just, they've just been disappointing. So, what was I going to say? Oh,
What do you
I'm
guys
excited about Loki being the villain.
Yeah, he's a cool villain.
Because my one biggest problem with all the other Avengers movies, the other character movies, have been the villains. I think it's just totally lame to have like a mirror, an evil counterpart of the exact superhero. Like Iron Man is just an evil guy in a suit.
Yeah.
Iron Man
Hulk
2
was just an evil Hulk, and
Captain America's Red Skull.
Right. Which is
He's like Democrat.
Loki was by far my favorite of all of the villains. So
yeah, definitely Loki's the best, and he's the bomb. And what are you guys expecting to see? What's something you want to see in this film? And keep in mind, like, is it really a good Avengers origin story comic line? I don't think there is. I mean, he's kind of dealing with the Avengers coming together, which is something.
I like Ultimate Avengers. I like that.
Yeah, but I mean, like, the old school, like, all of a sudden the Avengers were just together.
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting that he's got his own storyline, where other comic book film people kind of really they don't make their own story, they mix other stories.
Right.
They mix other storylines. and maybe add some.
I'm looking for witty writing. I don't want it to lose that Joss Whedon.
Yeah.
Writing
and it's set up so awesome.
Means.
It's set up so awesome for his characters already. Like it's the typical characters he would use. Like.
Yeah.
He's got like a smart person, and then he's got the by the books Captain America guy.
Yeah. So hopefully that means he writes Scarlett Johansson into a feasible character, since he.
Oh, he
writes
will
women
definitely. I bet
really
that's
well.
gonna be the strongest character. I mean, stronger.
Because she's kind of weak. Like that's my one qualm is like how's it gonna work? Because you have a god, you have like Captain America,
the strongest monster in the world.
Yeah, and then you have
man.
a guy that shoots a bow and arrow and a girl that shoots a gun. It's like, come on. Like,
yeah.
I'm hoping that it makes sense in the context.
I mean, they would just spend all their time protecting them.
How about the line where Loki says, "I've got an army," and Iron Man says, "But we have the Hulk."
Yeah,
it's pretty awesome.
It's awesome. And they've really been keeping the Hulk kind of under wraps.
I think it's a Hulk.
Yeah, you're right. I'd be pretty worried. I'd be a little worried about this movie if we hadn't already gotten tons and tons of super positive reviews.
I know, it's like what's it on Rotten Tomatoes right now? Like
90%. But the main credit writer of this movie also wrote X3: The Last Stand and Elektra. So yeah,
well,
I would be really worried because he's the first credited writer, and
really
both of those films had a lot of problems with productions and directors and like fighting between the studios, and I think he was pretty handicapped. I mean, what's her name? Jennifer Garner didn't even want to do Elektra, but she signed on during Daredevil. So it's like you got someone who doesn't want to be in a stupid movie. You gotta write a stupid script. You know what I mean? Elektra. Who's thinking that shit? That's one good thing. Avengers is gonna bring superhero bar way up. No more of this Catwoman, Elektra.
Women.
No more women. It's funny because we did a podcast about our favorite black actors, and we all just named a bunch of dudes. Like I didn't want to say anything, but weird. All right, so Avengers. What else can we say about it?
Well, obviously, we're all seeing it at midnight. We're all super pumped to been counting down.
What are your pre-awesome movie rituals? Ryan and I like to get something to eat, relax, hang out with the nerds. Barry, I know that you like to play Settlers of Catan inline.
Yeah. Well, that'll be the first for me. Ultimate nerd tonight, or Thursday night, but definitely food, and usually beers. Beers always help.
Yeah.
Anything. So.
Yeah. Well.
Right.
Also.
Yeah. It's always good.
Who's skipping work on Friday? Woo! Yeah, give me some. Okay.
No.
I gotta go to work and tell everybody how awesome it was.
Guys, gather round. There we were.
Assemble.
We had some food, we relaxed. And then we saw the greatest movie. Alright.
So, my question is to you two, does this kick off summer movies for you?
I think The Raven really kicked off things for me.
But does it? Like, would you consider this a summer movie?
Yeah, of course.
Oh, yeah, I mean...
This is the big summer movie. I'm trying to think of one that... Cabin in the Woods, is that a summer movie? Man, that was awesome.
I mean, there's definitely been movies that I looked forward to for this year and have seen and loved. But, yeah, I mean, I think this is probably the big
first
blockbuster kickstart, yeah.
I hope it's in theaters for like 2 years.
Then for 3 months down the road, the follow-up to that is, where do you think it will be in your top summer movies?
Dude, that is like, how can I even fathom? Number one.
Number one. That will say how excited you are because you got more movies coming out.
I don't think I've ever been more excited for a movie.
All right, well that's it.
I haven't. I mean, maybe Ghostbusters, but
that movie's so hard to make.
Dude, do you know how much work Ghostbusters was? They painted a peanut for a model of Slimer to go around the chandelier because they just didn't want to work anymore. Like, we can't make another model. It's painted a peanut and blurred that shit. Bam. Movie magic. In a nutshell.
Alright.
I can keep going.
I think we're probably at 15 minutes now.
Alright, what do you think about Avengers? What are you worried about? What are you looking forward to? What scene do you want to see the most? Besides Scarlett Johansson's boobs. Nobody, that's inappropriate. She's a great actress. That's all you care about.
Well, I mean, they gotta prove me wrong. She's only there for that right now. Truth talk.
Thanks for watching.
See you.
Truth Talk. Hashtag. TheTruth.org.